Rise and shine, it's scrapyard time. Good morning. This morning we're going to talk about, is it worth it cutting up aluminum copper radiators to make them clean versus dirty. So right here I've already pre-weighed some aluminum coppers. I wrote it on the floor. You probably can't see it because I used welding chalk. So I have 43 pounds of this one radiator. So we're going to take a big radiator. All radiators are going to be different. That's what this video is about. And then I have this little pile, because really you need quite a bit to do a really good study, test, whatever on it. And that pile's 53 pounds. And these are all dirty right now, and we're going to clean them. And then this pile, well, not pile, just one, is 8 pounds. And what I did is I went on ahead and pre-weighed them. That way I can make the video shorter. And just going to have to trust me that that's what they weigh. So, if you don't take my word for it that that's what they weigh, you can ask Louis too. Because Louis watched me weigh them. Didn't you, Louis? Louis!
Yes.
Alright, let's begin. Alright, I think I've mentioned it before, but before I begin, I usually like to cut aluminum coppers with a wood and nails blade. You know, when you frame houses, it's kind of what you use. But this morning, all I could find is bimetal blade. But it's gonna work. So, let's begin. Kick it! Well, alright, so if you're still watching, it's good news for you. Keep watching. I'm going to let you in on a little secret here pretty soon. So, anyways, we have the first coil that I cut up, and if you look here, try to zoom in on it maybe later, try to get the scale in the same picture. It's 42 pounds. Radiator ends at 43 pounds. That's important because these are still worth money. They're actually worth pretty good money. Some scrapyards buy them for good money, some don't. But here's a little secret. Let me move closer so you can hear. Some scrapyards go by this, some don't. The majority of them don't. The majority of them pay a lot less money for dirty aluminum copper radiators. And there's good reasoning to it. However, in the actual market, when we go to sell them, right now, and the way it's been, I don't know, the past year, 2, maybe even 3, I don't know. So the only difference is 12 cents. There's a 12 cents difference. There's no BS there, there's no nothing. We sell this item by the truckloads, by the container loads. And it's a 12-cent difference. That's it. Later on in the video, I'll explain why some scrapyards give the money to the customers and some of them don't. And there's good explanation for it. But at that point, it's just up to you as a scrapper or someone who's turning in scrap metal to decide where you want to take your stuff. So let's get on to the next one. All right, so here's a little group of them that we had. You can see on the scale, it says 41 pounds. Now we add the ends. We do our math later. We got 53 pounds. And we have one more left. In another video, I'll show you how the scale works so you'll know. Anyways, it's on 0 right now. That's the one single one we did. 6 pounds. The radiator ends. 7 pounds. It's probably rounded whenever it was doing the first weight. We're still going to call it 2 pounds of radiator ends. Alright, we're going to start with the big radiator. So, start with the big radiator. So, anyways, we're going to start with the big rad radiator. So, if we turn that one in dirty,
it would be 43 pounds times price of 70 cents. This is how you figure out the math on it. You got to call your scrapyard and ask them, what are you paying for, ironing aluminum copper radiators, dirty aluminum copper radiators, dirty reefers, whatever they call them. Ask them what they're paying, and this is how you would kind of do the math on it. So 43 times 0.70 is going to be $30.10. And if you were to clean them, clean price, you're only going to get 42 pounds, as you saw in the video. And at our scrapyard today, we're paying $1. Oops. So that's easy math, $42. But if you clean them, you're also going to have the reefer ends. And on that one, we had 1 pound of reefer ends. It's going to be extremely easy to figure out. 40 cents a pound. Every yard's different in what they pay. Like I said, you call and ask for all these prices, and then that's how you factor out the math. So that's going to be 40 cents. So we're going to add the clean and the reefer ends, the total dollar amount, which is 42 plus 40, 42.40. At this point, you take the 42.40. Whoa, come on. 42.40, and you subtract 30.10, because that's what you would have got if you turn them in dirty all by themselves. And you're gonna come, and it's gonna be 12.30. And I'm not doing all this math fast. I already pre-did the math on a piece of paper, so we wouldn't have to spend time doing that. So $12.30 on that one radiator is what you're going to make more by cutting it up. Unless you can get a better price on the dirty, which I'm going to go over next on the group of radiators. But that's pretty much how you can do the math to kind of figure out if it's worth your time cleaning it or not. And that's up for you to decide. I can't make that decision. I don't know how valuable your time is. All right, so let's go over the group of aluminum copper radiators that I cut up and clean. So if you turn them all in dirty, it would be 53 pounds at 70 cents a pound, which comes out to $37.10. If you were to clean them, you'd only have 41 pounds of clean aluminum copper radiators at $1 a pound, which would come out to $41. But you're still left over with the ends, which are worth money. And some scrapyards pay very little, some pay a lot for them. Just depends. So now you're at 40 cents for 12 pounds. 40 cents a pound for 12 pounds is $4.80. If you add 41 plus $4.80, you get $45.80. If you subtract what you would have gotten just turning them in dirty, it'd be $37.10. And you'd make an extra $8.70 a pound. Sorry, not a pound. $8.70 total. So now I'm going to give you the scenario like I said earlier. If they're really, the market value is 12 cents less than clean ones, and I mean there's no gimmick there. There's no I'm not trying to fool you with anything. That's what they are. The reason being that there's a wider margin in the dirty ones because most people clean them and they don't turn them in dirty, so it takes longer to make a bale of dirty aluminum copper radiators, meaning that the scrapyard's going to have to play with the market, and if the commodity market goes down and it's there longer, they can't push it out as fast, they might have to eat that. If it goes up, then good for them. Winner, chicken dinner. However, that's why there's going to be a wider margin that you're going to see more frequently, because it takes money out of their cash flow and they're not going to be able to make a bale as fast. Typically speaking, I mean, I would have to guess that for every 10,000 pounds of clean aluminum coppers we probably buy 1,000 or 2,000 pounds of dirty. That's just, it might be different in other scrapyards. It's just how it seems to be at ours. But we're going to go with the scenario where you come in and you say, hey, Hunter, I want to spend more time getting more scrap and not cleaning my scrap. I want to get more money, or I want to go out and get more weight, and I don't want to spend time cleaning it. So what's the best price you can give me? Because if I'm not out there getting them, someone else might. They might not bring them to your yard. So if you can, shorten my time by giving me a better price and make it more worth my while, I'll just go get more scrap instead of cleaning them. And I'm going to say, man, that's a really valid, good point you have there. And you've been really nice about it. So you know what? I am going to hook you up. I'm going to give you 12 cents less than our clean price. Because if you're bringing me a lot, then I can move that item faster, and it doesn't have to sit in my inventory and take money out of my cash flow, and I can ship it out faster and not have to play with the market. So I'm going to give you 88 cents a pound. So if we take that 53 pounds and multiply it by 88 cents a pound, we're going to end up with $46.64. So if we look over here, when we cleaned them, we got $45.80. Well, this is more. This is actually 84 cents more. 84 cents more just by turning them in dirty and not cleaning them. So I know what you're thinking, like, well, I could just ask more money for the clean. But here's the thing. The clean ones, scrapyards are always competing with other scrapyards to get aluminum copper radiators in, and since most people clean them, they're super competitive with the clean price, so there's not as much room to wiggle there and give you more of a better price as there is with the dirty ones. Like I explained earlier, why the margins sometimes wider, and it just depends on your scrapyard. Maybe it's not. Maybe they buy just a whole ton of dirty ones, and so their margin's not that big on it, and you get a good price on it. But most scenarios, they're going to have a wider margin on the dirty than their clean, because they're just not going to move them as fast. So you could, though, and that's up to you to do the math on it, see if you can get a better price and see if it's still worth it to clean it. Now, really big aluminum copper radiators, in my opinion, are still worth cleaning. You just have to do the math, and that's what I'm hoping to achieve here by showing you how to do the math. You can figure it out yourself, see if it's worth your time. And then on the ends as well, they have a wide margin because it's not an item that, you come up with as often as you do clean ones. It's harder to move because it takes longer to get a whole lot of them. And if they sell it in a mixed load, meaning they put that bale of aluminum copper ends, reefer ends, whatever you want to call them, if they put that bale in with the truck that has a bunch of different items in it, they're not going to get as much money as shipping it as a straight load. So again, they might not be able to push the price as much, but that's how you do the math on it.
Done learned it.